It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Arrowhead. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
We'll try to run for it with Hampton. Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up and about the 42.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation?
Inside the 25. And it's a touchdown-saving tackle as he got this down inside the 5-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. 54 yards. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert. And he'll take it on in. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown Chargers. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Yellow! What's up?
Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. He'll find his receiver. That's Jalen Royals. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On the ground, that is Brashard Smith. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Tuli Tuipulotu there for the tackle.
A gain of 4. and 6 at the Chargers' 44-yard
From the 44-yard
line.
line, here's 2nd and 6.
Yep, okay.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Royal. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, Mahomes. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
They'll run with Smith. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Yellow. Let's go, Ollie. Let's go.
They go play action with Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. That'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you're going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow. Yellow. Fire.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's number 40 on the season for him.
First and 10.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
10 more yards.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yellow. What's that?
Draw play here for Harvey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Second and 10.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking.
Attack, attack.
Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Arsenal,
On second down, Mahomes. This is caught at the 2. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, KC. His 4th TD grab of the season. And Butker on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. We are through one. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On first down, Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, it's Herbert. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert. On the run to the right. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On second down, a run with Hampton. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, now Herbert. He'll air it out down the middle. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. When you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield, it doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
on the ground with Smith. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Now, Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to
All
second
things
and 10.
considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Moving to his right. Off he goes. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On third down, Mahomes. He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Kansas City. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. First and 10, here's Herbert. Flush to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. Rolling to the left. Throw across his body is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Herbert going to try to throw on third down. He'll find his man, Lambert Smith. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Run it to start the drive, and here is Smith. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, KC.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Mahomes. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time. When you're around the ball on defense, good things are going to happen. And this is a great example. He's not able to secure the interception, but the next best thing is he gets his hand on the ball, and it falls harmlessly incomplete.
Yellow!
Third and long for Mahomes. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
This brought in out past the 20. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Herbert now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot down the field. He's got it! And he'll be taken down at the 30. A big play to kick off this drive. 42 yards.
First down. A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, Chargers.
Herbert now on 1st down. Downfield, that's Constant. He's got it. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
That's
A
another
pickup there of 19 yards. First down, L.A.
the 11-yard line.
Motion man is Harris.
Right on the hut. 12. 5-9. Hey, Ray. Set.
Shotgun now for Herbert. To the goal line and in. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Dicker now for the extra point.
Dicker for the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Chargers will even this score. It's now 21 all.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
15. Argo, Lou, Eddie. 15.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. to the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Yellow. Right side.
Shotgun snap, and they'll run it with Smith. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that play. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, it's first and 10. Here's Mahomes. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's third and 4.
Yellow. Attack. Right side.
On the draw, this is Smith. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Chiefs first down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
43-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Fires left sideline. That is complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And the Chiefs are going to have what looks to be a first and goal. They'll take this down to the 10-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. The field goal unit out here for the Chiefs. This about as short as you can get. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
21.
Points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Showing off the big leg. on a defender return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Yellow. Right side.
Now a run with Smith. Lanes loses quickly. A pickup of 3. Jalen Carlisle is there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Smith. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Attack, attack!
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield with McConkey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Chiefs 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And the Chargers
A gain of 11 on that one. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
Set. Go. Counter.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 3.
Set.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Herbert to the air again. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. play action. Now Herbert exiting the pocket right. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Hampton. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
Set. 180. Drip. 21.
Now Herbert. That is caught. And he's in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Chargers 28.
Maybe a little early for this here in the 3rd quarter. They want to get it back now. So here comes an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
A lot of people would say it's a little too early in the game for this, Mike, but you find yourself trailing in the 3rd quarter. Maybe you can catch the kick return unit a little off guard, and that's exactly what they do. Give a little jolt to this offense as they take the field.
The Chargers get set to kick it away. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. Whoa. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
15.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Comeback route, and he's got it. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Harvey. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He's across midfield. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes back. That's complete to Royals. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. He will take this one across into the end zone. Rashard Smith, touchdown KC. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Here's Buckner now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead. So now it's Buckner following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. Throwing right. That's Johnston. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Motion man is Johnston. Shotgun now for Herbert. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
And this coach finds himself in a tough spot. He understands his team. They need 2 scores. But instead of taking the field goal, he decides to go for it. And what a job with the stop by this defense.
Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run, and this is Smith. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards, and the Chiefs have a first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run yard, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Mahomes. A short one taken by Hawkinson. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs, it's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Second and 9.
Now toss left side for Smith. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Third and long for Mahomes. Open man is Royals. He's got it. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down is looming.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
On fourth down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Herbert now on first down. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Marion Hampton was the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Second and 10. Now Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And he will score. Game on. Matt McConkey. Touchdown. Los Angeles. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning available, yet they'll go with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, ram. Set. Wide in. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Here's Herbert. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Kappa.
They'll keep it on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Go. Black 80. Black. Hey, we go orange. 21.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, L.A. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie.
His kick is good. Makes the score Chargers 42, Chiefs 41. Cameron Dicker to kick
So
off
now
for the Chargers.
playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now this looks like a design run. And a strong 1st down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing routes. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. here comes second down. They'll stick to the ground. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to win the game. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.